It's fast, growing, and everywhere. We use it all the time and without even knowing it, can change lives, even yours. I'm Aphiwe Xanti, and there's been a question on my mind. Can how we represent ourselves change culture? Social media is one of the growing ways we can communicate, talk, connect, and socialize, but also possibly change our cultures through how we represent ourselves and others through social media. Then, back to my question, can social media and how we represent ourselves influence not only freedom of expression, but also how we can change our cultures as well? The main use of social media is to build our online persona and connect with others. But beyond that, this connection becomes something deeper, a space where social change and cultural relevance can grow, spread, and take shape within our lives. I asked a few people for some of their advice on this topic.
Dude, it's a tricky one. What I think of social media, I see it as a powerful tool, and in a sense, especially for us young people, it's a form where, if you think of 1976 in terms of protesting and people that were fighting for their rights, I think through social media, that's what we do. It creates a lot of sense of advocacy, people that, get to say, but they don't agree to this. For example, recently we had the amendment that was put out by the Minister of Trade, Dato Pakstao, right? And we took it to the street, and us taking it to the street was social media saying, "But yo, sign the petition," and it was a success. So, in terms of representation, I can say we are well represented as young people on social media.
Yeah, social media is all about democratizing information, creation, information sharing, and information dissemination. Because before now, what we had was the conventional media or the traditional media systems like radio, TV, the whole print and broadcast media that do not give audiences opportunity to interact with the communication or with the message that is being passed. But with social media, people are now able to create their own accounts, their own profiles, and to really use the affordances of the platforms to express themselves and to share ideas and discourses and really let their voices heard. And we see this increasingly with young people. It's really a tool for expressing who they are and expressing their their willingness to contribute to.
Of course, there are countless ways social media has reshaped how we express ourselves and how our identities evolve. It has opened doors for voices that were once unheard to finally speak. Take the youth of Nepal, for example, using social media not only to protest and express their frustrations, but to organize, campaign, and ultimately elect new leaders who reflect their hopes for the future. Or here at home in South Africa, where students used online platforms, petitions, and digital activism to challenge unjust laws, to call out the silencing of black learners, and to push back successfully against harmful amendments. But social media is also a double-edged sword. Alongside empowerment comes manipulation, scams, exploitation, even human trafficking prey on the vulnerable. Yet, despite these dangers, social media still shapes how we see ourselves and how others see us. In the smallest pieces of our lives, the moments we share without thinking can become meaningful to someone else, reminding them of home, of hope, of belonging. Social media is our tool, a space where identities are built, challenged, and transformed. A space where we can express ourselves, raw, unfiltered, or somewhere in between. And just as importantly, it's a space where we can uplift the people around us, giving voices not only to our own stories, but to others who can't speak for themselves.